This is bipolar scrapbooking, and I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because everybody's sleeping, and oddly enough, I do need about 12 hours of sleep so I can feel much better. This is in response to the night's dawn. You had asked me questions about being diagnosed, how I'm getting through it, and do I suffer panic attacks? Am I able to work? A whole bunch of information. So I'm going to start off with, I was diagnosed when I was 18 years old, and I was given lithium. How was I diagnosed? What got me to the lithium? Well, for all of you that are out there and don't like certain words, I'm going to start talking about suicide. So if you don't like that and it irks you, you may not want to listen to this, but it is who I was and still am. Yeah, this is what I go through. And I'll explain to you, as far as for me, a person that's suicidal, for me, what goes through my head. Okay? And that's when I was diagnosed with bipolar, because it is my chemical imbalance, but because of my chemical imbalance in my brain, I'm not able to handle stress quite as well as others. My train of thought is very disconnected. I get lots of words in my head and I can't pick which one to use. Dyslexia, big time. I'm not very good at writing, and how do I know I am? Well, I've had it for a very long time, and right now my kids are in pre-K and they're learning their ABCs and their 1, 2, 3s. Well, me teaching them their 1, 2, 3s, unfortunately I'm writing 1, 5 E's, and teaching them the ABCs in lowercase, I'm writing A, D. And the E's are different, they're reversed for me. The F's, the P's, obviously the P's and Q's for everyone, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure no one messes up on O's, and neither do I. And 8, neither do I. I feel pretty good about that. ADHD, I had that a long time ago, but it was, for me it was stress induced, where there's too much stress, I take it a different way, and I move around, laugh a lot, uncontrollable, not being understand what mood I'm actually in for others and for me. It's confusing for me. Suicidal. Yeah, I've been suicidal since I was about 12, 13. My choice has always been with pills. Back then it was overdosing with Tylenol PM, Midol, and I can laugh at it now. Back then it's very serious, and it still is. I'm definitely a work in progress still. As I got older, it became way much more difficult to handle my emotional ups and downs. and it affected everybody. It affected my family. It affected my children. And I tried to kill myself after my first child, after my second child, even after my third child, throughout the whole time. My mind, for me, it's a constant word, or, it's one of those bulletin boards that it's lit up and it keeps on saying, suicide, 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 suicide. Well, for me, it constantly happens. I understand myself better now. I'm on the right medication, and for me, the meaning of the right medication is calming down those thoughts. Now, when I say calming down, doesn't mean I don't have them. I do, but I'm not acting on those impulses, which are quite strong. I do love life. I really do. I love life. I know I am a part of this world now. In the beginning, because I had so many episodes of these manias and wanting to kill myself, I did not feel like I was a part of this world, and that this isn't where I'm supposed to be. That I'm supposed to be up in heaven, and that I'm not supposed to be here. There was too much hate, too much violence, too many things that just are sad and hurt. And I didn't know how to deal with those emotions. It was very difficult. To this day, I still struggle with that. I would rather this whole world love. But obviously it is a truth that begins with you. With me. My last episode of trying to commit suicide was actually 2 years ago. And I had received such an information that was so painful in my heart that I really wanted to dull that pain. And I found a box knife, and I had sliced. I still have the scars. I had sliced all my arms, my wrists, my legs. I sliced a lot. And that pain for me, it sort of released that pain.
The tooth fairy must have forgot my tooth because I still found my tooth under the pillow. She must have forgot my tooth, right?
Maybe. Just sleep over there. Maybe you will find it in the morning. I'm sure the tooth fairy left you something. We'll see. Just go to sleep.
No, I want to step right in my bed.
I know, dear. Go ahead.
Well, I was dark in my room at the time I checked, so let me check.
No, we'll check in the morning, dear. Not now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Tooth fairy will come, okay? Just, she's got a whole bunch of children she's got to go visit. You're not the only one that lost a tooth, okay? Maybe she's a little late, but it is 3 o'clock, She's trying to fly fast, I'm sure. She'll get there. She may leave you a little note and everything, okay? Go to sleep. You're okay. Just leave that tooth underneath that pillow. You'll be fine. You gotta love innocence. Gotta love it. Okay. This was 2 years ago. I was on the wrong medication. I've taken so many medications that it's so difficult to truly find out which one works best for you. Everybody's different. What works for me may not work for you. But I will tell you what I take. I take Prestige, I take lamotrigine, which is Lamictal, and to reduce my stress level or anxiety, I take Xanax. Also, for sleeping, I take Ambien and Solinar. Okay, that's what I take. But I've noticed with myself that if I get a full, about 13 hours of sleep, or a little longer, I know this sounds odd, then I literally wake up like a brand new person, very clear. But literally, if I have 6 hours or 8 hours or 7 or 9, I wake up wanting to stay asleep. I get very exhausted. For me, I've been on the right medication for 2 years. It's the first time since I was 18, 19 years old, and I'm 43. Do those other thoughts still go through my head till today? Yes, they do. I'm just glad that I have not attempted any of those. And like I said, it is a work in progress. It's not easy. Working, wouldn't be able to work at all. That's why I stay indoors as much as possible. I do try and venture, but it's easier for me not to be around people. I don't communicate with them very well, and you don't have to explain too much to children. All you have to do is just have fun. Social anxiety, obviously, you could tell by what I just said. I think I touched on all bases for you, and I think what's the most important thing for everyone, if it's possible for you, is the least amount of stress. I moved from Miami to where I'm at right now, Central Florida, and this is the mecca of horses. So you cross the street pretty much and you see cows. And this to me is wonderful. Little rural, and I love it. No traffic, no nothing. I would never ever leave from here. I don't care to ever move. So I may post again something else about myself, but now you know. I am bipolar 1 manic depressant. Because I take medication doesn't mean it's gone. I've accepted, and I'm okay with me being who I am. Okay? Let's get that clear. For anyone who might say that you're not bipolar, that doesn't exist, it's just in your mind. No, I'm just going to tell you yes. Yeah, right. It's in my mind, and yes, I am, and my medication tells me so, because I'm doing way much better than ever. Well, yeah, that's it. I believe I've touched on everything. And if you ever think of suicide and you go to a doctor, because you really need to get help, and you go to a doctor and they don't help you, don't go to that doctor. Find another one, okay? And don't feel so bad about the doctor. He's got a lot more patience, remember? He'll be alright. But you need someone, okay? This world needs you. There's a purpose for you. Love.